Hi everyone, this is your instructor, Kate McCain, back to wrap up the last week of ALEC 302. Sorry I've been MIA for the last 2 weeks, but I have been at home taking care of my newborn baby girl, and my hands have definitely been full to say the least. Please note that our final week runs from July 3rd to July 7th, which means it ends on Friday at 11:59 p.m. as opposed to Sunday, like our previous weeks have run till. So what's happening for this week? We're really just wrapping up the course. One of the things that Tiffany and I would like to ask you to do is to complete the course evaluations. It's really important for us as instructors to get feedback on how we can make courses more effective, and especially in an online environment, we're always looking for new ways to present material and develop assignments that's really effective for all student learning. So please make sure you really give us feedback on those course evals. And then you have 2 final assignments this week. You'll write a final reflection paper over the course, and then you will also evaluate your group members. So some important reminders. Again, our course ends on Friday, July 7th at 11:59 p.m. So please make sure you really manage your time wisely this week, as we do have a holiday this week on Tuesdays, July 4th. So if you choose to take the 4th off and celebrate, that's wonderful, but just make sure you're able to get all of your work in then by the 7th before midnight. Again, we'd like to ask everyone in the class to complete the course evaluation, and we have decided if we have 100% completion from everyone in class, we will give everyone 5 extra credit points. Now, if only some of the class does the evaluation and others choose not to, then we just won't be adding in extra credit. The extra credit is only if we have 100% completion, and in order for those completion points to be given as extra credit, you need to make sure you complete it again by Friday, July 7th. You do have 2 final readings this week, the Evolio textbook, chapters 13 through 15, and then the Cotter textbook, chapters 10 and 11. We would like you to take a look at these chapters to wrap up the course and all the information. So looking at our assignments for this week, you need to do a peer evaluation of your group members and their performance when they were assignment leaders. In the Week 8 module, there is a link to a Google form that you'll fill out. And to help you with this assignment, we have attached an article on how to give your team feedback. In order to receive full credit for this assignment, you need to give constructive criticism, and this article will help you in how you can give feedback to your team members that's really done in a positive and constructive way. And then lastly, you have a final reflection paper. For this final reflection paper, you need to answer all 4 questions, and it's approximately 4 to 5 pages. It might actually be a little longer, a little shorter than this. Really, each question has a word count with it, and so we'll be looking at that word count. And it's important to note that the answers need to be Times New Roman, 12-point font, 1-inch margins, so follow standard APA guidelines for answering these questions. It'll just help with consistency in grading them. And again, make another reminder to yourself that this week ends on Friday as opposed to Sunday, because this is the last week of the course. So let's take a closer look here at these assignments. If we go down to the Week 8 module and go into assignments, if you click on the peer evaluation assignment, you can see right here is the link to the Google form that you're going to complete over your team members. Part 1 actually has you assess yourself, and then there are subsequent parts for each member. Your score will be calculated using an average of your peers' ratings of you, and then my assessment of the quality of your evaluation. Now, if you choose not to complete this survey, or if you assign just randomly the same score to every team member without providing an adequate explanation, then you'll receive a 0 for this assignment. So again, just make sure you're talking about both strengths and providing constructive criticism for each of your members. And so when you click on the link, this is where it will take you. Again, it will ask you to assess yourself first. and then you will go down and assess the different members as well. So when you're finished filling this out, you just click next, and it's obviously not letting me go forward because some of this stuff is required, but you just click next and then you can do it for each member of your group as well. So then we also have the final reflection paper. So when you click on this final reflection paper has you answer 4 questions over the different sections that we covered in the course. Your responses need to be typed in Times New Roman font, 12-point double space, and please make sure you include your word count after each question. That way we don't have to guess and worry about if you made your word count or not. We also would really strongly encourage you to use citations from the readings that we've had in this class to support your answers. It's not a requirement on the rubric, but it will really help support what it is that you're talking about if you use and cite the authors from those readings. So the first question has you discuss power and influence. The second question has you discuss servant leadership. The third question has you discuss transformational leadership. And then the last question asks you to describe how this class has impacted your overall views of leadership. And you can see we're asking for a specific word count on each one. To really know how you're being graded on this, if you click on the grading rubric, it will take you to this PDF that again has each question listed, and then it shows you how to get an A, B, C, or D on the assignment. So I would definitely read through this rubric so you know specifically what we're looking for in these final reflection papers. And then the last is the extra credit opportunity for the course evaluation if you would like to do that. And we really hope you all take just a few minutes out of your day to fill out the course evaluation, and then everyone again will get those 5 extra credit points. So that's really it for our course. That allows us to wrap up. And I'm just going to leave you with this final little note of cuteness here. This is the little doll that's been taking up all of my time these last 2 weeks, Ada Marie McCain. I have a picture there of her just 4 days old, 1 week old, and she's just now a little over 2 weeks. So my husband and I are definitely enjoying her. She's a handful, but really just an absolute doll, and we're enjoying every minute of this new parenthood. So I want to thank you all for a wonderful summer semester, and after all of these assignments are submitted on Friday, I will be spending the weekend into the next week as Tiffany and I finalize grading assignments and posting those final grades. As always, if you have any questions or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Have a great week and happy 4th of July.